for the conversation. So let's get into it. Diddy, what's going on right now? We have closing arguments from the defense. Guys, we're going to get into it. Thanks to Inner City Press and the amazing coverage they've been doing. We are actually going to get a live look of what's going down in the courtroom, what's being said, what the back and forth is, and what the defense is going to say is the reason that Diddy should go free. But before we do that, we got to hear from the Honorable Attorney Doug Weinstein and see what he thinks about the case that the prosecution presented and what they had to say during closing. Here we go. Oh, I got it muted. Hold on a second. Why I got Dougie Fresh muted like that?
So my light reading at lunch was reading the tweets, the detailed tweets of the U.S.'s closing in the Diddy case up in New York. And I do not understand what they're doing. I do not understand why they are taking 4 hours to do this closing.
Me either.
I really thought, having read what I've read about the case, that what they need to do is summarize all of this, bring it all home, show how they've met the elements, and demonstrate how they have proved their case beyond a reasonable doubt for each of these counts. Instead, at least so far, the government is just parading the list of evidence that they've presented to the jury, while occasionally trying to demonstrate how some of that evidence meets the elements. But, you know, I assume toward the end of this 4 hours, they're going to wrap it all up and bring it all together. But my question is, at that point, is the jury still paying attention? I don't really know. I don't know why it needs to be 4 hours.
I don't either. I would be passed out by then. So let's go ahead and get into what's going on with the defense's closing statements, our closing arguments, as they say. And I'm going to read these to you guys. Let me know what you think so far. Here we go. Shout out to Inner City Press. At 9:30 this morning, it just says, all right, Mr. Agnifilo, are you prepared to proceed with the defense's closing? He said, yes, we're ready to go. Here we go, guys. We've got, there is a trial set forth by the text messages. Then there's the trial out of the prosecutor's mouth. They are different. The trial from the evidence, what is it? It is personal use of drugs. That's all it is. That and swingers, a lifestyle. But the prosecutors have changed one of the most serious statutes on the books. They called threesomes and drugs as RICO. I want to thank you for your service to our country. I would love to speak to you for days, but it's Friday. I'm trying to be efficient. I have to cover a lot of ground, but I'll focus on the most important part. Sean Diddy Combs. Sean Combs is a self-made black entrepreneur. He has built a real business. He has built real businesses that are so outstanding that others create partnerships with them. We heard that from Derek Ferguson. It's hard to be Sean Combs. How many witnesses said they were moved? The assistants were moved by Sean Combs. It was like Harvard Business School. He pushed me hard. Did they always like him? No way. Let's not even go there. Did they like him? No, but they loved him. Even the ones who are suing him. Interesting. MIA? I'm not going to call. Oh, I'm sorry. Is it Mia? I'm not going to call her Mia because that's not her name. I'm going to call her the witness who testified as Mia. Remember, Derek Ferguson from the Bronx? He said, there were not many hiring people like me from the Bronx. There's something more to these businesses. Sometimes the real things in life are hard. No one remembers the easy days. The people grew. It was real. It was diversity. These days, DEI, Combs was doing it at 24. The prosecutors call his businesses racketeering. That's the fake trial. What happened? He gets arrested. They destroy his property. They have a SRT, a special response team. They are clandestine, can't follow with the camera, rampant. They ran. His kids were there. And here, 6 of 7 in the second row. The 7th is an infant. This is who he is. The man who takes care of people. Jane came here and testified against him. Today, she's in a house he's paying for. And they found it. Boxes of Astroglide taken off the streets. They got the baby oil and the personal drugs. America is safer. 5 Valium pills. When you're doing work like that, we can't photograph you. That's the evidence. Let's keep going. Hold on a second. Here we go. What do? They wrap yellow crime scene tape figuratively around the bedroom, around the hotel room he goes to with his girlfriends. That's a lot of crime scene tape. The crime scene is your private sex life. What else does he say? No one called 911. They called civil plaintiff lawyers. This case is about money. Cassie Ventura sues Combs for $30 million because he has $30 million. If he doesn't have it, no civil lawsuit and no criminal case. This case is about 5 minutes. It's about love. Love has been said more than 800 times in this trial. The domestic violence, we own it. We did not ask Mrs. Ventura about being hit, kicked, or dragged. We did not cross Jane about it either, but domestic violence is not charged. If he was charged with that, he would have pled guilty. He did that. But he did not to racketeering, conspiracy, and trafficking. He did not kidnap or bribe anyone. The first person to say this was about DV was Cassie Ventura. She made an Instagram post. She said, "Thank you for your love and support. The domestic violence is the issue." She could have said anything. She could have said anything. She could have said this was about trafficking. She didn't say that. She said it was about DV. Blame her. Oh, believe Cassie when she says DV is the issue. In that moment, watching that video, imagine that. Wow, so he's doubling down on the video. That's crazy. To see their relationship is to see everything that racketeers is not. I'm not going to go through a lot of text messages or charts or screen time. It's a terrible thing. Screen time, I'm told. I'm going to tell you the story of this case. They fell in love. Cassie had a boyfriend of 3 years, 10 years older than her. But she met, and that was Ryan Leslie, by the way. But she meets Combs and they are off to the races. Mr. Combs rents a boat and they make love for the first time. They're in an intense relationship for 11 years. Cassie is smart. She flat won. She gets $30 million and he's in jail. You probably know that. The nice looking man behind him, they are U.S. Marshals. They keep him safe. Cassie has won 100-0. They tell you she's a victim. This is a great modern love story. They didn't write these in the past because they didn't have these problems. He had 6 kids at the time. It's a relationship based on love. Cassie said she was young and insanely jealous. If you're in the jury room and you don't want to go home, read the text messages at the time of the breakup. You will cry. They were selfless with each other. When it wasn't going to work, the original sin of their relationship, that Gina wouldn't come here, but she's out here. Then Kim Porter passed away, and Mr. Combs said what he did. For Cassie, it was the last straw. She made an adult choice and left, like she always could leave. What happened? Nothing. That's a fair point. She got paid. Pick a message from 2018 and read it. These two people loved each other. If racketeering conspiracy had an opposite, it would be their relationship. They were their best selves when it came to sex. Cassie said that too. There were times that Sean Combs was proud. On sex, they found each other. It's a beautiful thing. You won't find a single text where she says, I didn't like that. Wow. It was an 11-year relationship. The issues were jealousy and the other women. That's true. But they match up when it comes to sex. Swingers, they was freaks. Hey, yo. She's a woman who loves sex and is beautiful. She is unafraid. Let's talk about Kid Cudi. He came in here. I'm not meaning to be judgy. Cudi comes in here and says, Cassie played me. She did. She played them both. Oh my goodness. Not everyone can do that. She goes for it. She liked Combs as she had a relationship with another singer-songwriter under his nose. She was not afraid of him. Was she going to tell either? Nope. Cassie is keeping it gangster. She likes it. I'm going to lie to both. Oh my gosh. Cassie gets a burner phone. Finally. That's what you expect in a racketeering case. She's the one who got a burner phone. The morning of December 22, 2021. The whole thing with Cudi and all that. She had 2 hotel rooms. Whoa, a room for the burner. She was not going to tell anybody nothing. Let's talk racketeering. The judge is going to give a legal charge later today, assuming the first one in 2020 and 2004 kidnapping of Capricorn Clark. Let's talk about her. She said, I wanted my life back. Capricorn Clark's parents passed away when she was young. I don't mean any disrespect. She told you. I'm happy she did. Others didn't tell you about their parents. She moves to the Bronx and meets Sean Combs. She goes super platonic. What? I think she means she didn't want it to be platonic. She's out there. You could see it. She says, I had the biggest crush on you. I think we misused our dope chemistry. This is Capricorn Clark saying this. If she's kidnapped, why does she want to go back and work for him? She's getting her nails. She's getting her nails down with Mike B. Going to be mad at me. She says she called 1,440 and said, lock everyone in. She got the lie detector and Mike B did too. How was she kidnapped if she went home every day? Is the government alleging 5 separate kidnappings? Polly drove her home. Door-to-door kidnapping. The Southern District of New York is charging this as kidnapping. And he laughs. It's not kidnapping. Oh boy. You guys come here day after day, long days, and you come back the next. Have you been kidnapped? No. At the time, Sean Combs is raisin in the sun. He is running vote or die. He could care less about this. The lie detector was former FBI. You guys have the right to say, huh? That sounds like a stretch. Why charge it as kidnapping? Come to whatever answer you think is the right answer. Capricorn leaves for a year. She makes more money. Then she comes back. What? Not great. Next, Sean and Cassie are having a freak off. It's December 22, 2011. Cassie has 2 hotel rooms. Combs looked at her non-burner phone, sees messages with Capricorn Clark about Cudi. maybe called Scott in the text something about hiking. Why would he have a gun? He goes to Capricorn. Why? She would do anything with him. Go to the moon. He didn't need a gun. He didn't have a gun. Cuddy said Cassie told Cuddy that Cassie already told Combs. Are you following me? Sean Combs has nothing to gain by having a gun and everything to lose. He is already Sean Combs. Capricorn would love to have stayed employed if he pulled a gun on her. No way. Didn't happen. No gun. Cuddy didn't say that Capricorn said Combs had a gun because there was no gun. Working backwards. Cuddy didn't tell the police about the gun. It was written up as a trespass. That's all. There's no gun. Capricorn's story falls apart. There was a car chase, or was there? Cuddy pulled up next to the Escalade. The witness said there was no car chase. The judge is going to say to you, you can disregard any witness if you find something not credible. If you see fit, it's all you need. Seems like everything is possible with Capricorn Clark. I asked her. She said, I came up here with Puff. I want to run away. I'm afraid of mountain lions. Mountain lions? I'm not saying they're not scary, but if you were kidnapped with a gun, no. She doesn't want to say, I went there by my own volition. I'm not saying Sean Combs didn't go there. He wanted to fight him. Fine. Mother effer! Combs is not a coward. He was ready to fight. At the risk of being sexist, they are men. They fight. Ooh, what do y'all think about this? So far, so good. I want to get into more of this, but goodness gracious. I mean, Agnifilo is going off on this one. Makes a lot of great points. And especially the point that hit hardest to me was about the credibility of the witnesses. Boy, oh boy. The domestic violence that he mentioned, it seems to be the one thing that we really can look at and say, dang, Diddy, come on, man, you know better than that. But that's not what this case is about. How's this going to play out, guys? If you're on the jury, what would you be thinking right now? Let me know in the comments in the